Let's have a look. We should be going on. Welcome, YouTube. We are live on YouTube. If you're just joining us, this is, which you probably are just joining us, but this is the Candy Bar Plymouth's monthly podcast on YouTube. We originally just tried this on Facebook Live. However, Facebook Live failed miserably because you need to have a face cam, or webcam as it's called. So what this stream is basically going to be, we're going to answer any questions that come in, and we're going to talk basically about the Candy Bar Plymouth. We're going to talk about new products, we're going to talk about new things that's happened on the Candy Bar Plymouth. We're also going to talk about any new features on the Candy Bar Plymouth, anything new, etc. So enjoy the ride. We should be streaming from anywhere from 10 to 30 minutes, maybe more. As you can see my lovely cursor going around the screen at times for my mouse. Whoever's watching, hello as well. I'm just going to try and share this on Facebook or Twitter if I can. Let's have a look. Twitter. The Candy Bar. We are live. I can't really share on Facebook. We're live. If I tweet that, follow YouTube. Right, and if I try and share that on Facebook, just make sure that nothing appears. I want to share it in a group. The group name, no, not in a group. I want to share it on a page. That's what I want to share it on. That's even better. We are live on YouTube. Come join us. YouTube live podcast. So that's what we're doing. And so what else could I put? Obviously, and questions, and then I will post that. So, if anyone is wondering, the shop is open at the moment, as well. So, I am going to answer a few questions as well. As I asked if anyone's watching on the Facebook page, we did an advertisement on this channel about the Mega Meal deal. I asked as well on the Facebook page if anyone was watching, had a look about behind the scenes. If anyone's in the chat and they want that, just let me know, because I've got the footage for that. It took, I think, about 20 to 30 minutes to edit that, because I had to do some extra editing after I finished the footage for that. So if you want that, I can edit through that footage and upload it. If anyone wants that, just let me know, even in the comments when this stream's uploaded. Just let me know. I'll obviously, on the uploaded video, I'll put an annotation here, so people can actually go to that video and have a look at the advertisement, the finished one. And then if they click on the screen now, if obviously it's decided to upload the behind the scenes, then there will be that annotation to have a look at that. Um, so yeah, talking about that, we actually made the Mega Meal Deal. Now we have the Mega Meal Deal. If I get the website up for the Candy Bar Plymouth, I go to Google Sites and I go to the Candy Bar Plymouth and I go to Meal Deals. Where's Meal Deals? There it is. Bearing in mind I have just got up, guys and girls. So I'm a little bit like, where is everything at the moment? Yes, the Mega Meal. So, as I say, we this took some careful consideration. I think normally for a meal deal it takes about 5 to 10 minutes to decide. This one took, well, for a normal meal it takes more than that. It takes a couple of days. Normally for the meal deals we've done, it takes about a day to decide, because we usually have to decide the price. And we usually decide obviously what's in it. The value energy meal deal was the hardest. But the mega meal deal took, because obviously I was researching about the mega meal deal before that. It took about a week, I would say, maybe more, to decide that. Because obviously we included bacon and cheese slice, the Monster Energy drink, and the chocolate chip biscuits. So I was researching prices as well, like a best price for that as well. What else is new that I could tell? Yes, we have some new pages on the website as well. We have obviously our latest YouTube videos, so you can obviously see on this. We don't obviously include stuff like the raffle trailers as well and stuff like that, small like little videos and stuff like that. We don't include that in there, but you can see the What is the Candy Bar Plymouth video, and you can see the Mega Meal Deal advertisement video. We also have on the website our what else do we have? We have, let's have a look. Just having a look. We've got our feedback on bacon and cheese slices. So on that you've got the group, which is our feedback group. If you, I'm not sure if you need a Google account for this. I could be wrong. But what you do basically is you go in there. If you need a Google account, obviously you need to sign up for one. I don't think you do, but I could be wrong. And basically you ask to join, you join the group. And basically it's like a forum, kind of, because obviously with Google Sites there's no real forum kind of extension to add to the site when I was designing the site. So the best way to do it was make a Google group. So pretty much I made a Google group. I made two actually, one for feedback and one for just general. Now the general group obviously is more aimed for adults pretty much. So it's aimed for our adult audience. So we get like pretty much our adult audience in there. Not obviously adult content, but more aimed just for the adult audience. That's why you see this the like age restriction thing, because the only downside to that is you can't say, okay, you need to be this age, you need to be like 18 to join this group. You can't say that, which is the downside, because it does look a bit weird when you go on the group and it says there might be adult content. That does look a bit like So when you actually go into the group, there's no content at the moment because no one has to join, but there's just welcome messages at the moment. But obviously I will actually link those in the chat. I'll link the pages if you give me a second. This is for the feedback page. I think that's just cut that. That is new. I have never seen that before. That has actually just cut that link. Okay. Let's work around that. Bearing in mind, since I last done a live stream, because I had a channel before, we've done this. Oh, you can still use that link actually. I had a channel before. A lot has changed about YouTube, so there is new things that I don't know. So, and obviously, there is new things I don't know that's obviously changed, and there's new things that I'm still learning from what has changed. So there is going to be things that we can learn together as a community, and there's going to be things that I'll be like, oh, that's new, and there's going to be things that I'll be like, oh, that's different. So you will kind of get those moments while I'm live streaming, as you can tell. And there's obviously the second one, the forum. What else is new? Obviously, in the past month, we've expanded some social media channels as well. We've got, if I go to the social media page on the website, social media pages, we now have, obviously, before we did have a Facebook, and I think we had a Twitter account, but we don't have it anymore. We don't have the original ones anyway. We now have a Facebook account. On our Facebook account we have, if I remember right, if you give me a second, I'll load it up actually. I'll just make sure it doesn't appear. Let me just log out of this account, because it's obviously done on the account for the thing. It has chat headers, and then I'll search that on Google. So it obviously doesn't show the chat on the side. The candy bar Plymouth. This way I can show you what's on it. Obviously the original one I got rid of. The original one, when I was making this, I managed to get access to the original one. Because the original person that was doing this, the social media stuff, actually left that up there. The original one I managed to get access to and get rid of, the original Facebook page. Now this one has a services tab, as you're aware of, which has got all of our products. Some have got prices, some haven't. I try to update these as much as I possibly can, so when I'm aware of a new product, it goes on there. When a product comes out and I'm aware of it, I take it off. If I'm not aware, obviously I can't take it off or on, but as soon as I know, it comes off or on, whatever needs to be done. I also sometimes, if you obviously look on the Facebook page, you'll be aware that periodically some days I'll market like products rapidly a day. So some days I will have like 6 posts which have products in. Other days I won't. Other days I'll have quite a lot. Other days I'll have a small majority, dependent on the day. We've also got, obviously now, if I go back to the Google site and on the social media page, you've also got a Twitter and an Instagram page. Instagram's mainly for pictures, so any pictures we get, we can upload that. We've got the Twitter page, mainly for we're open and we're closed, and also to get to a wider audience, kind of. We've got the LinkedIn page, which is kind of like our yellow pages, as well. Our like online yellow pages, that is. We've got a Google Plus page to go with our Google My Business listing. We've got a Pinterest page for pinning useful bookmarks and useful websites that are used by the Candy Bar Plymouth. We've got our YouTube channel that is on our social media, and we've got our Google forum, which is our main, or Google group, which is our web forum, which is our main forum, pretty much. That is our social media channels that's been created. We also have a contact us forum now, which was made, and I will say this, to keep obviously 123 contact, I think it is, contact forum happy. This was made by 123 contact forum. Again, I will post a link to 123 contact forum in the chat. That's who the contact form was made, and then I will post a link. That's who it was made by. You can sign up to them and make your own contact forms. I think with the free package you get a limited amount of contact forms at once, and I think you get about 100 answers a month. But obviously I can make a contact form myself, I know roughly how to make one because I took courses how to make one. However, the only thing is I cannot make a captcha. So, and obviously it's good to have a captcha when you make a contact form to stop spam. And I actually researched, and this one looked quite good. And because obviously it had captcha, so I decided instead of making one, it was easier to use this and just have the link for it, pretty much. So I would just link that's Gmail. I would just link the link to that contact form in the description, in the chat. Sorry. Right. Other things that are new is we've obviously got our business listings page, which shows you all of our business listings. The only thing I don't think it shows us, it does show you Bing as well. As you can see, we've got quite a lot now. Originally, we've still got a few on there that I need to get edited and sorted. However, some of them are quite difficult because some of them you struggle to contact and get edited, and some of them you can. You see what I'm saying? I do this to try and obviously get them edited, to get them all edited at once. And obviously, if you don't know, I'm the volunteer marketer. So when I say that, sometimes they're like, you don't really have any proof. And you're like, okay. And when you say that to them, it's a bit like, okay. So you've got to try and get there. Now, some of them are reasonable with that, and they're like, okay, this is what you got to do, this is what you got to do. If you say, for example, I'm just trying to think the one that I actually talked to that said that was quite reasonable. I think it was Scoot, which manages Scoot, The Independent, The Mirror, and The Sun. They was quite reasonable. They said, okay, if you give us a phone number, which I gave the shop telephone number, and a contact name, we will contact them if needed, just to get a verification, pretty much, and say, just to get a verification that you are obviously working with the business, and so we know you're not trying to take these without permission, pretty much. And I was like, okay, here's a contact number, here's a contact name, just obviously say that who I am and that I'm working with the business. And they said, yep, that's fine. And that's what they did, and pretty much it worked. And that was sorted. So so some of them are reasonable, and then there was another case of one that I tried, and they just completely ignored us. So you get some that are reasonable, and you get some that aren't. For example, you will obviously get some like 118. That was quite reasonable, as you can see. 118. They said, okay, free listings, you don't get this on there. When we tried to contact them and find out less out, and we was like, okay, fair enough. So as I say, you will get some that are reasonable, and we'll get not. I think what we've got on here, we've got Google, 118, addresses and postcode, Bing, business spread, Silex, find open. And we've got quite a lot on here, actually. I will just link the link. Oh god, I just opened my Windows key. If I just go back to live dashboard, and again I will link that. Here is the link, so you can obviously see. Hello to the other viewer we have, and welcome. If you want to obviously say anything in the chat, you're welcome to. Obviously you can ask me any questions, whoever's just tuned in the chat. We will probably be live for another 10 minutes at the most, so you can ask me any questions the next around about 10 minutes, and I will try and answer them for you. I will obviously tell you some stuff about what's happened the past month, new stuff that's coming in for the Candy Bar of Plymouth, And obviously, if you ask me any questions, I'll answer them. Right, let's have a look. What are some other new things that's come in? We also sent out another survey as well. We sent out a market research and feedback survey, which we used 2 pages on the survey. Now, if anyone doesn't realise what I mean by a market research survey, we sent out to try and find out our audience. So we sent out pretty much to find out like how old some of our audience are, the gender of our audience, the main gender, the area that our audience lives in, and the income. So we can pretty much decide what's the best like pricing, what kind of products we aim with, and like how pretty much we aim our products with the audience, pretty much. Which we haven't had any responses yet, but hopefully we can get some responses so we can pretty much get those responses so we know how to aim our products and services with the audience. Again, I'll link that in the live chat for you to have a look at. If I put that in, and there you go. Does anyone have any questions that's watching? Obviously, remember to share the stream as well if you can. That helped quite a lot. I'm just going to check the stream health to make sure you can obviously hear me. Yep, the stream's healthy, which is good. It's good to know that the stream's healthy. I'm just going to check you can actually... Can you hear me? Yes, you can. Just thought I would check. You could probably hear that in the background. But yes, you can hear me. I'm just trying to think what else is new. Obviously, what else is new that I haven't talked about? We obviously got some new products in as well, which is on the Facebook page. I'm just gonna see if I can get those up. Can I get those up? Let's have a look. Yes, I can. Oh yes, we've done the Easter raffle actually. Talking about that, we've done the Easter raffle. Obviously, I will say this live on air. Congratulations to the winners. First prize was drawn by Miss Wallace, number 268, and was won by Mr. R. Davenport. I apologise if I pronounced that wrong. Second prize was drawn by Mr. Quayle. I think I've pronounced that right. I do apologise if I haven't. Number 19, and won by Mr. V. Valentine. And then obviously on the second most in the services tab, you can see that. Again, congratulations to the winners, and that the third prize was drawn by Mr. D. Silva, number 71, and was won by Mr. A. May. Again, thank you for the support, and the next raffle is to be announced and to be decided. We haven't obviously decided when the next raffle will be yet, and we'll obviously announce when that is when we decide. Again, tickets was sold for 25p due to regulations and could not be sold for £5 for a pound. And obviously, for any raffles we do in the future, that will probably be the same. So what else? I'm just checking the chat quickly. I closed the wrong page. I'm just trying to think what else. Yes, another announcement actually. We are closed on Easter Sunday and Easter Monday. So we will not be open then on those 2 days. Sorry for any inconvenience. Obviously, this will be announced on the Facebook and Twitter pages, that we are closed for the day. So these 2 days will be closed, and we will be reopening on the Tuesday, the 18th. I think it is. Let me just check out my calendar. Yes, Tuesday the 18th we will reopen as normal. This is on obviously the calendar on the website as well. If you go to the Candy Bar Plymouth calendar, little tab, you'll see that it says 16. Oh, 16th, 17th. The Canterbury Plymouth is closed today, which has the address 153 North Road West, Plymouth, PL1 5BY, UK. And it then says the Canterbury Plymouth is open for the first day after Easter on the 18th, Tuesday. Yes, just so obviously you're aware of that. Obviously, I will add that to the special opening times as well, that we are closed on these days this year, and so you are obviously aware. And I think that wraps up this monthly podcast. Before I wrap this up, is there any questions? Please type in the chat if you have any questions before I wrap up this podcast. I'll wait about 2 minutes, a minute at the most, to see if there's any questions. Does anyone have any questions before I wrap this up? And then obviously after that I shall walk through what will happen with the next podcast. Is that no questions? No? Okay. Now the next monthly podcast will be obviously in May. I will probably do the next monthly podcast, let me have a look, which will be episode 2, on May the 7th or 6th. That will probably be when I next do the monthly podcast. I will probably set an event in a minute on YouTube, and I'll probably set an event on Facebook. If I just link the Facebook page for you guys, so you can see. Give me 1 second, and I shall link that. And then so you've obviously got an event. I will also set an event on the Canterbury Plymouth calendar. If I link the Facebook page, obviously it's going to have a wobble over that, because it doesn't like that link for some reason. So obviously that will be done on probably the 6th for the rough guess, depending on what I've got on that day, maybe the 7th. It'll probably be done in the morning, the same type of time as this. If it gets postponed, I'll obviously let you know. Pretty much it will be done roughly around either the 6th, 7th or 8th on the mornings, because obviously the 8th I have the day off, obviously because it's a Monday, and obviously the 6th and the 7th is a Saturday and a Sunday, so obviously it means I can get that done in those time frame pretty much, and get this uploaded for you for 30 minutes and a podcast. So thank you for watching this podcast live. If you want to see the stream uploaded, it will be uploaded in a highlights, well not highlights, but it will be uploaded for you to see pretty much on the YouTube channel in probably about 10-15 minutes. It should go straight onto the YouTube channel. Thank you for everyone that tuned in. So I will see you next time. Obviously go to the Facebook page, which will be in the description, should be, and anything else. Thank you for everyone tuning in to the first podcast, and we'll see you next time.